and you told them about Gatch, and they told you all that they had sent some people to look for Gatch near the city, or the town, I should say, of Pisasi. So that is something that maybe you all will go to after Kikasi. And then you all also learned that Felix's mentor, Tredovic, who used to be in contact with them a lot, had not reached out in a while. Things to think about. Then you all went to the Sylvie School for the Gifted during their public viewing hours, which was in the afternoon. And as you were there, you went to the magnificent interior, very magical place, lots of gifted individuals there, but you saw that a lot of things were closed off to the public. And you wanted to reach out to a professor, Professor Guydron, because he studies very ancient magics, apparently. So you wanted to talk to him, devised a scheme to try and see if you could lure him out by saying that you needed to hand deliver some crystals to him. It seemed as though that this was, while the guard may have believed you, protocol was to go to a very important figure, as Felix followed as a little insect, a little fly. Very important figure, and this important figure instead said to see if they'll come back tomorrow, see how they handle that information. And so the plan is for you all to come back at some point tomorrow to maybe try it again, see what happens from there. But you are not allowed to talk to the professor. This seems like a very secretive place. But meanwhile, John went fishing, had a pensive time, and realized, pensive time was what I was about to say, and realized that I stopped myself. I'll realized that, just like working a muscle, the only way to become better is to continue trying at it. And so with a renowned vigor, late afternoon, it's probably around 6 p.m. right now, Turlon was making their way to the Madhouse on the northern boardwalk, while the rest of the crew dived into the water with Felix turning into a seal and absolutely vibing, much to the excitement of a bunch of people that saw them dive into the water. So,
I forgot about that.
Is there anything in specific y'all would like to do besides before we get to y'all perhaps visiting Turlon at the carnival?
What's like the time right now?
It's around 6 p.m.
I just want to grab dinner. We haven't eaten at a restaurant in a while.
True.
It's just been boar meat.
It has just been boar meat.
Oh, cran bread, what's the point?
Just because I don't want to do it. Why
Okay.
a reason?
Yeah.
Where's the...
All right, man.
Where's the Madhouse again?
It's on the
It's a little orange
northern...
dot.
Bros in the Madhouse.
The northern boardwalk. To the left of West Dow's.
I guess I didn't get caught up to speed on how their talk went at the special school. Did you
No, we
guys
told
find...
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
We told you all about it.
told you all about it before jumping in the water, and then you told them about how you're reinvigorated.
Yeah, I'm reinvigorated for the funnel.
Funnel this shit up.
Might take a while to get over to Turlin's tent. So maybe it's worth just kind of walking along the docks, grabbing some grub, and then getting there.
Yeah. Y'all can head to the carnival. Is there anything else that y'all would like to do?
Where is it again?
On the northern docks.
Where is it? Oh, let's see.
Where's it again, man? Where is it?
I was on the van side.
The little pings are so small. This is crazy.
Yeah, I gotta zoom way in.
Big ass fantasy city, man. What the
Big
fuck?
map.
That do be kind
Yeah,
of
let's
big.
go get our tarot shit read.
Tarot shit.
Get
Oh,
that
shit.
shit
Get my
red.
shit red.
Red.
All right, do y'all want to
Read
walk
tab.
there?
Wait, your shit
My
red.
shit.
You don't need to be a hero
Go
to
to the
realize that's
doctor.
bad.
Oh, my shit's red.
Do y'all
We're so good at this.
do y'all want to walk there or take the carriage there?
I'm gonna freaking swim there,
Yeah,
dog.
I'm gonna swim.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk alongside the seal.
You can walk on the lower
I'm
docks.
just
It's
swimming.
nothing like that.
I'm gonna take the carriage, dude. I'm not walking. How far is that walk?
it's a good, like, probably like 5 miles.
Yeah.
5,
Okay.
6
Thanks.
miles.
I'll walk until I get tired of walking, not because it's exhausting, just because it's boring, and then
That's
I'll
a
take the
for
carriage.
me.
Yeah.
Sick. Whoever's
Yeah, I'm
taking the-
swimming. I got a swim speed of 30 feet.
Yeah,
Well-
Seal's got it. Yeah, Seal's fine.
Yeah, seal's fine.
I don't have to obey road laws.
Whoever's taking the carriage, deduct 5 copper from yourself, dude. That's what it's gonna cost you.
Joking.
I
Nothing
ain't
money
joking.
for guys
I-
like us.
I ain't
do it.
joking, dude.
That's the last of my copper.
now I just
I got
have
no more
hundreds of-
money.
Guy begging for a copper, willing to trade pieces of gold for it.
Please.
All right, I will
I
say
turned
that
$10,000 into $1,500.
exactly.
Anyway.
You all eventually make it over to the carnival. The sun is starting to set, and I'll say that you all, if you take, kind of the docks side, it is certainly getting more and more lively here. When you're walking through the streets, it's a lot of people just doing trades and, selling things, but especially walking on the boardwalk, getting to the evening time, places to eat, places to be entertained are abundant. And as you start walking up to Turlon's carnival, basically, it is quite lively. You can see that there's actually a line starting to form out of the front, waiting to go into the main tent. But of course there are smaller tents around as well, and I'll say that as you begin to approach, there are kind of floating lights around, which seems to be just a standard thing throughout the whole boardwalk. Is just kind of above you, maybe about 20-30 feet. There are just these floating orbs of light being cast along the entire place. There's not a lot of torches here. It seems to be this very magical atmosphere. But as you begin going to the carnival, you see there's a large line of people. It seems like it's going to be starting soon, but as you know, Turlon, there are kind of these side events where there are smaller tents set up out front. And I'll say, is there anything you all would like to do before you approach the smaller tent that you know where yours would be, Turlon? Or anything you would like
No.
to say or do? Or just get right into it?
Can we cut in whatever line because we know one of the staff members?
We know a guy. We know a guy.
We know a guy. I'll say
Yeah,
that
we should have a badge.
as you start walking up kind of towards the line, you notice, let me see how this music's like. There we go.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay, sheesh.
Let me get rid of this one. There we go. As you all approach, let me get my notes in order. Apologies. 2 of the people that you all had met before, the strongman Thabris and the doorwoman, I should say, Vatosh, they both are kind of walking alongside the line outside, and they notice you all approach, especially you, Turlon, and they look at you and they point and they say, Fadar, it's you. And they say,
Right, I was already there, right?
"Oh,
I've already been here, right? Like I'd been performing?
I mean, that is up to you. If you went instantly, then
Yeah, I would
maybe
have
other
gone.
people
Sorry, I
tell
should have
you.
been more clear. I would have gone. I would have gone there already, and I'm in the midst of it. I gotta set up the booth and all. Get
Okay,
warmed
then
up.
let me rewind a little bit, because as you approach, these two see you, Turlon approach, and they say, Fëanor, look, don't worry, we stored your tent. Here's your tent. And they kind of point it to you, and as you can see, it's kind of been set up, and you can see on the side of it there is kind of almost as if it had all been rolled up, but it has now been unrolled out of this wrap. A whole bunch of stuff that used to be in the interior of your tent, and they look very excited to see you. They say, don't worry, we kept it all because we didn't know if you'd be back or not, but here's Fëanor's fabulous fortunes. And you can see that across the top there's a large sign for that. And you can see right below it, kind of, not hastily, but certainly written not in as fine calligraphy, you can see limited time below it, because they do not know how long you're going to be there. But it seems like you have all of your same affects that you had
Gives
before.
a big smile
They
in
kind of
response.
scored.
And I will pull out my hero cards and I shuffle them up and I say, well, I've still got the centerpiece. Thank you for keeping all of that. And I pull out like one of the halves of my cloak and all the stuff jingles in it. You can tell I've been collecting as if I thought I'd lost all of these things, looking at all the stuff they saved for me. Thank you.
Yes,
I'm gonna get set up.
They seem very excited. Thabur says, I know all this stuff makes your cards do good, so get set up in there. I think we're going to have a great night. It's going to be a big turnout.
Thank you. I'm expecting to have some visitors tonight. Their names are, you met them, Felix, John, and Vita. If you could escort them in or send them my way when you see them, I would appreciate it.
You see that Vatosh, the doorman, kind of nods her head, and she says, yeah, if they come up, I recognize them, they say they're with you, I'll make sure that they'll get sent right your way, don't worry.
And as they say that, I kind of mosey over the booth and I pick up essentially a cleaned boar skull from my collection of things, and be like, some of these things I'm surprised you didn't get rid of. And I kind of laugh a little bit as I kind of make the take the ends of the jaw and make a talking motion with it before putting it back down. Thank you.
And I will say that you notice as you're getting set up, Turlon, that there are a few of the side event tents that you notice that you don't see specifically. There is the juggler tent and the ventriloquist tent are not here, and from your previous discussions you can know that it may be those two did not make it through the wolf assault, but there's still a magician side tent, so it seems like you may be getting more people coming to your side tent, maybe not for the best reasons, but it may be a packed tonight. So also
I take a look at the spots where the two tents are supposed to be, the missing tents, and I kind of just put my hand over my heart, my left hand. I put my hand over my heart, and I kind of take my arm back, and I look at the tattoo covering the scars for a moment, linger on that, before shaking my head, smiling again, getting set up.
What I would like from you, Turlon, is to do. This is your choice. I would like you either to roll. This is just going to be throughout the night, and there's not exactly DCs here. It's more just to see how well you do. Either to roll Esoterica, lore check, or a performance check. And I'll say either of those, just because I'm the DM and it's fun, and it's also on brand. You can roll those with fortune, if you would like. Or choose one roll of each. So you're essentially going to roll twice. You can do it either for one of those. And performance is more focusing on, you're more focused on how well you perform tonight for your audience and to make a show of it. Or Esoterica is how you really focus on the this thing that
I'm gonna
you've
go
honed
Esoterica.
in on.
Because I out of the performance art for a while. I don't want to lead into the gimmicks. I want to lead into kind of really, really feeling an affinity with my esoterica. So I'm gonna focus on the bond I have with them, and really appreciate the bond I have with some of the oldest ones that I carried with me from the very beginning. And I will roll with fortune.
Roll esoteric.
Is there a way to do that in
I think if you
in
click on
Foundry?
it, it should be keep higher. If you like click on the box.
Oh yeah. Okay, 28.
28. I'll say that you know, when you were originally doing this is something that you kind of got a feeling for over time, right? And you've gotten better at it, but through your experiences, just as of late, learning more about Alkasan things, these now newly named Tulkrus crystals, just the weird events that you have been through, actually applying your magics in the real world, you are getting this, this used to, it was your bread and butter, but it was kind of a stressful experience. Now you almost feel at home in it. This is, kind of tying yourself into just the esoterica surrounding you. You did this for like 2 years, of your life. And so getting right back into the groove, easy enough, no problems there. You really feel like you gave some great, past, present, and future. You qualmed some fears that people had. You worked people through some emotions, and you know why you did this for so long. You get back into those good feelings.
Grab a gamer blanket because I'm getting cold.
Gamer blanket. I'll say the three of you flat.
This is an Amtrak branded blanket.
Hell yeah.
All right, gamer warm.
Gamer is warm. I'll say the three others of you approach, and you see a tent called Feynar's Fabulous Fortunes, and you can see that there's.
I think that's it.
You can see there's a little bit of a line there. There's like 2 or 3 people kind of just standing around while one person's fortune is being read. What do you all do? Do you all kind of wait in line? Would you like just watch in on what Turlon is doing?
Well, I want to be surprised, and I'm gonna let the kind folks go first since there's kind of a smaller line.
Okay.
I would say one thing you notice, each one takes like 5 minutes, 5 to 15. I'd say most are on the shorter end, but maybe there's like a long one. I would also say one thing you probably notice if you're at all trying to observe Turlon is they seem very focused. Like they seem pretty happy and content, but they seem very, very like focused and into it. Like they're really thinking out each thing, and everything's very deliberate. They seem to be very focused. That's all I'd like to say.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Then who would like their tarot card or hero card reading first?
I think Felix should go first.
Me too.
Well, Alex is muted and video off.
Oh darn!
Felix.
I'm gonna go get the P-bit in while he gets
Dude.
the Pelix done.
He's hounding that turkey leg. He's in his element right now.
Felix.
Felix. He's hounding that.
I just realized I haven't even edited the last episode, so I need to do that and then upload it.
Holy shit! What kind of DM is this guy?
Viewers are pissed, bro. The viewers
Dude.
are pissed.
They're waiting. They don't know what's happened in Kiyasi.
You haven't been checking the Twitter. Sumia
I'm
was
mad
trending
about it.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
This is worse than the Way for Shadow of Israel, part 43.
They don't even know about Sylvie's school yet.
Holy shit, he's still Pelix.
He's still
Might be-
Pelix.
He's still Pelix.
Might be
I can't say.
Deadlix, dude.
Dude, no, they can't. They can't kill him, man.
Felix died on the toilet.
Doing what he loved most.
Okay. Well, I'll go.
Well, I can wait because I
Alright.
have some introductory stuff. Give me another minute or two.
If the teacher's late to class.
What?
Well,
Then-
the analogy doesn't work here anymore.
It's
we
all
still
falling
leave?
apart so quickly.
Because then we'd have to
The
cancel
returner!
session, and that's what we don't want.
Now
I
here's
like-
Felix. Felix,
Alright.
You're getting red first, Felix.
yeah, you're going first.
Okay.
We got a group vote.
As the three of you walk up,
A stupid choice,
I
I
will-
think, but okay.
I will look to you guys and smile and wave. I will also say that Turlon has like smiled and laughed, but this is a very like a very warm, genuine smile from someone who's perhaps not been the most warm or genuine.
It's frightening.
Well, kind of, yeah. They wave at you, say, "Oh, I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad you can make it. Come up, all three of you."
Crazy.
And you
Okay.
guys see this tent, as Steven described, full of various esoterica. I'd say that you probably recognize some of them that I've picked up in various vials over the course of our adventures, whether it be cyclops teeth or scales, or I even have one of the crystals like tucked away in the back behind some other things. Any of you with a keen eye might spot that. All these things are sort of set around. I am going to look to the three of you. Well, are you ready?
Yep. Yeah. Let's,
So Felix,
yeah.
you're going first.
Apparently.
He sure is.
I'm sensing that they made you do this.
No.
Go first, it is. And I will look at you, and I take out my my hero deck. Let me show you guys what the back of one of these cards looks like.
Merlin's showing us his rear. Their rear.
Non-binary rear.
Non-binary rear.
That's the back of the cards. You see me shuffling this deck a little bit bigger than like a standard playing card deck. So you may believe that someone doing this is simply performing a cheap parlor trick, and I wouldn't fault you for thinking such a thing. But there's more going on here. I'd like to walk you through the process a bit. I don't do this for everyone, and I kind of look behind you guys and I see that there's not much of a line right now. But we have time, and you're my friend, so I'd like to explain to you what's going on. And here's how these tarot card readings work. And I'd encourage the other two of you to start thinking about what you might ask. It all starts with a question. I laughed, but also Turlon laughs when you say, I mean, if you actually say, "Oh God."
I know me in real life, I gotta ask a question.
This is
Oh.
all Felix, man.
So the tarot card readings essentially guide you in response to a question. That question shouldn't be highly specific. It's not about answering something factual that you can do without the tarot card readings. It's about asking about an upcoming event, the course of your life, whether or not you did something wrong. Something like that. There's this... Sorry if you can hear my cats meowing. There's this latent magic that exists, and it's imbued in all of the things around us. All of these things I collect. I pull out my cape a little bit, or not cape, sorry, my cloak, and I show all the various things on my person as well as behind me. This energy flows through all of these things, from the past and from the future into the present. And ultimately, and I kind of fan out the cards, and there's 50 of them-ish, and I fan them out through the cards. You're going to ask your question, and I'm going to ask you some questions, and then put out the cards, and you're going to choose some cards. And that is going to tell us a little bit about your past, your future, and what that can do about the present. Pluto, shut up!
Bro is yelling. Yelling loud as fuck.
Yeah, see what's in there. Let me try to get on that
The old yeller.
Pluto, it's okay.
Oh,
A
yeah.
yeller.
It's okay. Okay.
Grab his eyes. Get him up here.
Okay. So, let's start with you, Felix. Do you have a question you want the answer to?
No, which is a big problem, I'm realizing. I know I would have thought about this in the bathroom.
You can go again.
What? Hold on.
Go to the bathroom again to think.
No. Does any? Okay, I
It's
don't.
the only place.
Does
to go.
anyone
Does that
actually have a
LaFleur
question?
face?
Stuck
Does
by a
anyone have
bee.
a question?
I have a
don't.
question.
I don't want to keep us waiting.
I have a question.
Okay, John,
I
if you want
have
to go first, go ahead. Ask
Okay.
your question.
Do you want to go first, Vita?
No,
Okay.
you go.
I
Nope.
sit down. Are any of us gonna die soon? Just curious.
Good question.
I look at you, and I don't frown, but I kind of purse my lips a little bit. Interesting question, John. I am going to kind of split the deck. You see, I turn it to face me, and I split it into 6 sections, and I kind of put the sections down, and there's these 6 different sections, 6 stacks. There are 6 domains of these cards. Hammers, and I'm pointing to each of them one at a time. Hammers, keys, shields, books, stars, and crowns. And I'm going to send that list to the chat for you guys. Without knowing anything else besides the names, which domain do you think fits your question the most?
We're gonna die soon. Any of us? Probably hammers, because hammers kill people, or they can't be used to kill people.
Agreed.
I kind of nod my head, looking a bit inquisitively, before I take 5 of the stacks, put them back together, put the deck to the side. Interesting answer. And then I take the 9 cards, and I spread them into a 3x3 deck. Sorry, 3x3 square. So it's 9 cards, 3x3. And I point to it would be your first column on your left. Each of these columns represent part of the tarot card reading. There is your past, and I point to the leftmost column. Your present, I point to the center column. And your future, I point to the right column. Choose a card from each column. So you're telling me top, middle, or bottom from each column.
Okay, I'm choosing top from my past, middle from my present, bottom from my future.
No.
Diagonal. He did the diagonal.
No.
Okay. I nod and I shake my head. Thank you, John. Now I will reveal the. Now I will reveal the
Peter
card.
knows something none of us do.
No, please. No.
You
I
see,
just
you see Gerard
misunderstood
start
the
sweating
rules.
bullets. No, I'm kidding.
I didn't listen when the rules were Vita didn't
Okay,
listen.
so I'm going to be revealing the cards one at a time. So the top for your past, I reveal. Hang on, I gotta pull out the cards. Hang on now.
Hanging on.
Help!
I pull out.
Rip it and
longer.
rip it,
I
dog.
pull out that.
Oh, dude, a Guinness would kill right now.
And for your past,
The Survivor.
which is the survivor. The survivor.
Artichoke.
For your present,
What was that voice?
I
from?
have. For your present, I have the owl.
Oh,
For your
That looks
future,
scary.
for your they all look scary, bud. For your future, I have the uprising.
Wow.
wow. Okay.
What could that mean?
Now you
Pitchforks in the background.
now I take the remaining 6 cards, and I put them in a stack, and I put them to the side next to the other cards that I didn't use, and I pull the 3 cards together so they're in a straight horizontal line.
Mhm.
Which card? And I kind of pause for a moment, thinking it through. This part is different for everyone based on the question they asked. After pausing a little longer, which card scares you the most?
Scares me the most. Well, just based off what I already know, honestly, the Survivor, because, well, I don't know, actually. I guess the Survivor, because I'm afraid of the Survivor.
I nod, and I put the survivor and I just inch it up above the other ones. So it's a little elevated. Not up and down, but, forward and back on the table.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to do the reading. So these are the cards you have chosen. The survivor, your past, is going to have the biggest impact on the outcome of the answer to your question. The survivor is what you think it is. But most importantly, it represents someone who's been through something terrible. Someone who's lost everything. Yet they survive. And I kind of purse my lips a little bit. I don't often have to consider questions that involve whether or not I might die, John. And I kind of smile at you. I find the survivor to be a good thing. I think it means you will come to some kind of peace. And in your present, you are the owl. The owl has a wisdom about it, of the harsh nature of the world we live in. That needle means it can bend things, pick life apart, or sew it together. I think that represents the potential you have, John, to do either of those things.
Bend.
And the future,
Bend.
the uprising, represents
Yeah.
represents strength, overwhelming strength, which we all know you have, John. It means the subject is strong, yes, but what they are a part of is even stronger. And
Storm Hunters.
you see, I kind of like lean back a little bit, and I kind of like put my hand on my chin. And I look back at the past, the one that's elevated to the survivor. All I can say, John, is that you will survive. And then I put the 3 cards together.
Well,
And then
what
put
is
them
that?
away.
All right. Yeah, I mean that kind of basically boils me down to 3 cards, but yeah. I don't say that like in a mean way. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I think that's a pretty good summary. So, but okay.
Wait, does that? He asked if we die. You just said
Yeah,
he'll
I mean, I said,
survive.
do any of us survive? I guess I'll survive, but what about you guys? There's
I
just no
look
certainty.
to Vita and I look back to Felix. The cards don't speak
I
in
did.
sentences. What the cards tell me is that you have been a survivor, and you have been a part of something stronger. They tell me that you will survive, John. That carries no bearing on us. Me, Vita, Felix. But what I can say, and as I push the owl forward to you, is what I've already said. The owl represents someone with the power of the needle that can bind life or destroy it. I think it's a question of how you use that needle, John. And then I nod at
Okay.
you.
Well,
Wow.
I might need to go fishing some more, but thank you for the kind words. As long as I'm surviving, I'll try to make sure you guys survive. And then I'm go, cool. Okay, someone's next.
All right, I got
you
one.
your question.
Yeah, I got a question.
What would you like to ask, Felix?
Can Siskin be saved?
Relevant question. I would like to know the answer to that.
Wouldn't we all?
I kind of look to my side and I look to see one of the jarred up pieces of like essentially gatch goo that I have laying around in a vial. I pick it up. I put it on the table in the corner.
Dog, not the gatch goo.
The hazardous
Not the
waste
gas
material
goo,
in
dude.
your office.
Gatch goo.
So I go through the same process. I ask you, Felix, which of the 6 domains do you think represents your question the most? Hammers, keys, shields, books, stars, or crowns?
Shields.
Shields. I agree, Felix. And then I lay out the 3x3 grid. Go ahead and make your choice. Past,
So
present,
hold on,
future.
can you remind me? So it's columns, right?
Yes, each column represents one part of the timeline. Past,
Okay, I
first
got you.
column, present, second,
So-
future, third.
Past, middle, present, bottom, and future, top.
Okay.
Hmm.
I take the leftover cards out, stack them, put them away, and then I pull the 3 cards into a line together, and I reveal them one at a time. Your first card for your past is the Fool.
That's so awful. Dog, that sucks so bad.
What does that mean?
They all suck.
We'll get
to what it means, Vida. Your present is the Twin,
That one's awesome.
That one's kind of sick.
and your future is the Hidden Truth.
I like the twin, man.
Twins, nice.
Oh!
So no,
Oh.
I found something.
Felix, the question I have for you, and you see that I kind of look towards my esoterica for a second, and then I look at the 3 cards. Which of these do you think you are now?
I am now. Sorry, I'm enamored in the triangularity of the face of the hidden truth man. Those
He truly
fuck
is
ass
awesome.
lips. What is that shit? Why does he look like that? I think I am the twin.
The Twin. All right. I raise the blah, 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 blah. I raise the Twin card above the others. The Fool. The Fool represents one who has been on at least one side of folly, greed, blackmail, bribery, hubris, fallen victim to it, been a perpetrator of it. What? Pluto, you gotta shut up. You gotta shut up, man. You gotta shut
Dude,
up.
stop.
Who's Pluto?
Yeah, there's like a stupid kid walking
You mean
nearby.
a
Pluto!
bully?
Exactly.
I like hit him.
I heard you're back.
Pluto, you're messing up my aura farming. Fuck off.
I think what that tells me is that your past hasn't prepared you well for this, Felix. But the Twin, it may be what you think. It represents a duality of purpose, a lack of a decision, an inability to choose one way or the other. And finally, your future, the hidden truth. It represents the discovery of meaning, something hard to find, something that has before been hidden. And you chose the Twin, Felix, as your card, which represents the answer to this question the most. I think Syskin can only be, or I should say, I think this tells us that Syskin can only be saved if we act soon and decisively. And I roll up the card, not roll up, I put the cards away.
All right.
Navita?
I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Are you sure?
One. Even if it's just like, what do you think you're gonna have for dinner tomorrow? Come on now. Spent a couple copper to be
Okay.
here.
Let me think.
You don't have
Do
to
you-
ask the questions.
You
don't
need to
want
ask questions. You're paying for the fare over here, all right?
All right.
I don't.
all right.
I don't say that. I don't say
I
that.
just lost all my copper, so I gotta make this count.
You're getting this for free.
Vita doesn't understand
Right.
the different.
This
the
is
how-
free. I'm
how
doing this for
gold is
free.
better. The-
My question. My question is. What is Gatch's fatal weakness? Right?
I laugh a little.
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
that
Yeah,
might be too
yeah.
specific, Vida.
It's love.
Okay,
love.
fine. Uh,
It's like I said, these cards can't give us facts about someone.
okay, well, how about this? Will we exploit Gatch's fatal weakness and win, or will the forest be destroyed?
Maybe we shouldn't let Vita do this.
I think there might be two
Is it-
questions in one, Vida.
Make it more vague. Make it basically be like,
What?
what are our odds against Gatch, or I don't
That's
know.
a fact.
That is a fact. Odds is math.
Odds is math.
Steven's
Odds
out on the
is
wing of the
math.
plane right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about just what's my future look like? Can I just do the future column?
I can do that. We're going to do the whole column, the whole rows, because
Alright.
your past and present affect your future.
All
They
right.
are all connected, Vida.
Okay.
So, same process.
Yep.
Which question do you think, which topic or domain do you think applies most to your topic, to your question?
I think stars does because
An explanation is not necessary unless you wish to give it.
no, I don't.
No.
No.
I nod, and then I take the the 6 stacks, 5 of them I put to the side. I take 1 stack, the stars stack, and I arrange it into the 3x3 grid.
Quick question. Whenever you start a new reading, do you reshuffle the deck with the old cards that we chose, or is it a depleted deck each time?
It's reset each time.
Okay.
I
Okey-dokey.
I take the 3x3 grid out. What do you choose? Which one do you choose for your past, present, and future?
I'm gonna choose top.
Okay.
Gamer.
All top, baby. I reveal them one at a time. Let me go grab them. First card.
All top, baby.
Your past is the peacock. This one sucks, by the way.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Yes,
Whoa.
yes.
Is that
Let's
supposed
see
to
it.
be
Let's
me?
see it.
I'm all about that. I
Yes.
want that.
That's not supposed to be you, Vida, but the
Yeah.
card
Dude,
represents something
I
about
have
you.
that thing in my room.
What does that say about me?
We'll get there, Vida. We'll get there.
We'll find
Poor
out.
Vida.
The
Vita's 2
present-
months old and getting
The
shown
present-
this.
This one's actually maybe one of my favorites, design-wise. Your present is the theater,
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
and your
You're-
future.
Hop it on strings.
You see, I'm so glad you asked the question, you did. You see, Turlon pull up the card that you tap, the top card of the future column, and you see. Yeah, I'm gonna make a deception check.
Wow.
Fuck.
Okay. Self-prescribed.
What's your lucky numbers?
What's your perception DC? 10 plus perception.
21.
21.
You see and this goes to everyone. If your perception DC is above an 18 or above, I should say.
I'm literally just staring at you do this like there's no sleight of hand for me.
Which
It's
should
just
be
like, what are they doing?
which should be all of you. You
Yes,
see
it's all.
you see Turlon's eyes widen as they raise their eyes. A dart of worry glances over
What
their
is it?
face before they shake their head. It's very quick. I think a layman would not notice it, but
Oh.
you definitely do. You
Oh.
definitely do.
What
As
is it?
I look worried for writing myself, and I put. We love suspense. I
Uh-oh.
put down
Where's the music?
your
Death
future.
13.
Your future.
Lolly ho.
The betrayal.
Oh.
What? What? Who's
Dude.
betraying me?
Simply
I can't answer that, Vida.
murder.
I must ask you this. And I take the cards, all but the 3 away, and I line them up. Which card do you feel the strongest connection to?
Pretty terrible, man.
What card do I feel the strongest connection to? Well, it's not the peacock.
Why not?
Why not?
It's a
Just
baby.
look at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I feel the strongest connection. Hold on, let me roll a d20. No, I wouldn't have heard of
Why
it.
does the
Oh.
baby have tentacles for tails?
Why
I
does
think
he look like
the
that?
theater is the one. I like that one the best.
The theater. All right. I push the theater
fair.
up
The other two.
above the rest, and I kind of like breathe in. I take a little bit longer before I start interpreting for yours than the others. The peacock card is often drawn for people who harbor. This is Turlon pausing, not me. A great beauty, something that ought to be preserved, perhaps
Okay.
frozen in time forever.
Alright.
The theater represents your prophecy, your ability to act in your future, but also your ability to be controlled. And the betrayal, your future, well, that one is easy. It means you will be betrayed or you will betray someone.
So what if I
But-
just don't do that?
I think that is the question, Vita. And you see me push the theater card towards you. As I said, the present, the theater, is the one you chose as the card that you have the highest affinity with. And I think that means that there will be a battle within you to control or be controlled. And that will decide whether or not there will be a betrayal. And I wrap up the cards
What?
all way.
I'll look at the other two. You guys really believe this? You know me.
Vita, I don't think you're
really.
getting it.
I don't know. Again, I'm kind of wary on the magic stuff. So
I don't like this. They said you're gonna be the survivor, and then I'm gonna get betrayed.
Or be
I don't think I meant
or
like
betray.
that.
Well, I'm not gonna betray
It's not like
anybody.
it's not a guaranteed thing, Vita.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you get possessed by like a
Alright.
purple crystal, I don't think anything's gonna happen. So
I laugh. Vita, the future is not infallible. These cards represent what the latent magic of our world is telling us right now. It is not a prediction, per se. It is not a view, a window into the future. It is a combination of everything about you right now and everything that you have been. I think that is embodied most in you because you drew the theater. You, like everyone, has the ability to change their future. Do not worry,
Alright.
Vita.
Thank you.
Despite what I have read, I have confidence that you will not betray us, and we will not betray you. What the hero cards tell me is that it will take work on all of our parts. The future is not infallible. That is
Alright.
what the cards tell me.
I'll sit with that. I'll sit with that.
I'm
Think
gonna use
about
that
Awesome.
while you guys think about that.
That was
They got
Very
porta
good.
potties in these tents.
I'll say that there are.
Arlon just doesn't move. Just see a puddle.
Foul.
I'll say that there are more people in line waiting to get their hero
Alright.
cards read,
I'll leave.
and so the three of you
The tarot
Leave
reader
the-
is out.
leave the
Alright.
tent, and after each of you having your hero cards read.
How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I'm not like a skeptic, but getting your future read's no big deal.
I'm kind of indifferent. Yeah,
I don't like any of that stuff. I don't like any of that.
Why not?
it was interesting.
Well, you
way.
had an easy one. You weren't showing that scary baby. And
The
said that it's
peacock
supposed
is
to be
really
you.
fucked up, I will
So
say.
if it was a good fortune, you would have liked it. You would have liked the whole process.
Well,
But
yeah,
since
probably.
it's bad,
Hands up. All right.
I will
Fair
say,
enough.
the peacock
Probably.
is probably the ugliest one you could have drawn. Some are awesome. Some are awesome. Like
Wins.
full up. Check out the bear. Okay, check
I
that
love
shit.
that show. I've never seen
Whoa.
it before. The bear.
Oh,
That's nice.
wow.
Okay.
That's
That's
Felix,
we like
man.
that.
That's
We like
good,
that.
dude.
We like
I
the
think if
bear.
there's any other. I'm
We fuck with
personally.
the bear.
I'm personally huge on the juggler. But that's just me.
Oh yeah.
That looks like
Find out.
the stonks guy.
It does.
Oh, the juggler.
The
I still like the
juggler.
theater the most. That's pretty good. Same with the peacock.
I
Actually,
also
I'm sorry. Hidden
personally
truth is
want
just
to-
too good.
I want to smoke the furnace with the brass dwarf. I think I would love to do maybe sometime.
What? The fuck are
Whoa.
those words that you just said?
Check the card I sent, bud.
These are pretty good.
I'd like to
Oh,
smoke
yeah.
the furnace with the brass dwarf.
Yeah,
Card.
actually. Check
Tweaking
card,
off
dude.
the charcoal, brother.
So
On
I'll
Anyway.
say
some shield type shit.
I'll say that Turlon, you will continue to do hero card readings. More people will join, following that same esoterica role you had earlier. But the three of you others, I'll say that it will go until you've known it to go kind of late Turlon, 9 to 10 at night. It's kind of just a carnival type atmosphere, especially since there's food around. You can kind of do anything at any time, so people come in and out, and you're crushing it throughout the whole night, Turlon. How about the other threes? What would you all like to do for tonight?
One of
Or
those,
just walk around, info gather. What are you trying to do?
One of those strongmen here. That
Yes.
dwarf from earlier.
Yes,
Can I go see what he's doing?
They are part of the main show, and so if you wanted to go and see the main show, the owner is cool with you all coming in, or the door
I might
woman.
just show up for them. I just kind of want to show up for them.
And I'll say you'd be able to know the time, and I'll say the timing works out where you could go in, and the strongman portion of the show was beginning to start. Felix and Vita, do you also want to see the strongman?
Yeah, I want to see how they treat their animals.
I think I'm gonna go to bed, guys. You know,
Where are
What
we?
are you
Where are we
talking about?
staying for dinner for tonight?
What do you mean? Where are we going? Where are we gonna stay?
I'll go find us a place to stay. I'm
How are we gonna-
beat, guys.
How are we gonna know where you are?
Yeah, this is a big city.
I'll send message.
That's
Doesn't
not...
that have like a range of 500 feet?
Okay, well,
Okay.
no within 500 feet.
The hammer looking
Okay,
for a nail is
I'm
the
gonna-
next message.
okay.
I'm feeling tired, guys.
All right. I want to yoink somebody over random and just go like, "Hey, what's a good inn nearby to stay at?"
You see this heavily drunk dude get pulled over. And he says,
Okay.
"Hey, I'm a big fan of the Glacier Inn. It's right over there." And he kind of points over, and you can see that just at the beginning of Glacier Street, there's an inn for. You can see a big old sign, almost a huge painted arrow pointing at it, saying the Glacier Inn.
I'm going to Glacier Inn, guys.
All right, that's
Right
cool.
there.
Alright.
Well, I'll be there in a bit. I just want to see the strongman, and then I'll be there.
You guys do that.
Okay.
You guys do that.
You guys do
Ha,
that.
you guys do that.
All right, so John and Felix, you go in, and I'll say right now it is the end of the acrobatics section.
Is there like a big red splat on the grower, like on the ground?
No, there's not. Say I'll start up the carnival music again.
No. Anyway.
I'll
No.
say as you're seeing the end of the acrobatics section, you see that there are various high ropes. This is a very large tent. Maybe it goes all the way like 100 feet up. And you see just a good 50 feet in the air. There are people of various sizes and shapes, all wearing the same kind of purple uniform, tight-fitting clothes, are doing some crazy spins. It seems to be the finale, so they're flipping across, a good 20, 30 feet after building up some rotational momentum and are flying across, and it ends in a big finale where they all, like one lands on the ground, and then they put their hands up, and the next person does a flip and then lands on their feet, and the next person flips and then lands on their feet, and you get a tower of about 5 people, just kind of all standing. Each time the crowd giving a big "whoa," when that happens, because holy shit.
Alright.
But then you see who you had all met before, Melandriel, who is doing the announcing. I'll say that Turlon, just as a side thing, as you are doing your tarot card readings, whenever there are announcements in the main 10, there is some form of arcane projection in terms of projecting the voice, and you notice that Erish, who is normally doing the announcements and is the announcer for the show, is not doing the announcements. It's Melandriel. You don't know why that's happening, but
What
I'll
the
say
hell?
Melandriel, is giving out the announcements for the strong men. They named them by name. It's Thabris, who you had met before, and then a Rutior, who is a Kolo, is the name of the species, which is a like a hyena type person.
What the?
Hyena typed.
Gash.
Let me send a link just to get. Yeah.
The gang goes racially profiling.
Sketch.
Send a link. It's good. Holy shit. These are
Holy moly.
Kolos, but a little bit on the shorter end, but kind of have these long noses, really high ears.
Cool.
It is something you have seen around, so I don't think you would instantly assume it's Gatch, but you never know if where those biases may lay. But you would notice that, of course, there is, and then also the male dwarf, the huge male dwarf, or the short male dwarf, sorry, of Thobris, is like built like a square. What you are doing throughout their routines is there are a ton of various weights that are brought out, like various helpers for the carnival, and seem to be the acrobats that had just done their routine are kind of bringing out these massive weights, these kettlebells and dumbbells, but also just these huge bars with just these massive spherical weights on each side of them, very classical like strongman stuff. And they begin their routine kind of just doing individual lifts, like they'll just do a simple deadlift, and the crowd goes like, yeah, whatever, and then one of them does
Yeah, whatever.
yeah,
That's kind of like
they clap for
Funny
it.
to imagine, just back in the day, people were just like going to a big carnival to watch a dude work out.
Mhm. But then it gets
Love it.
crazier. It gets crazier, and then they're just starting out. They're like, okay, this is our routine, and then one of them does a single-handed deadlift with the same weight, and the crowd's like, whoa, it's a lot
Whoa.
crazier. And then you see Fabris, who you'd seen before, after they'd each done it. They do the single-handed deadlift, but then you see that he starts moving his hand like open and around, and he starts spinning it in his hand. This thing that's easily, just
That's
from your
fucking
guesstimate,
actually-
probably like 100, 200 pounds. He starts spinning it above his head, and the crowd's like clapping. It's a little nervous energy because like, holy shit, it's a lot of weight that's starting to spin above his head. You see he kind of throws it in the air like a foot, and then he catches it, and it's still spinning in the air. It's like he's doing this
Like
insane, performance,
It's like a baton.
with something that's incredibly heavy. And you see the junior strongman, Ruator, the Kolo, does something similar, but with these smaller weights. But it's like these two in their hands, and then they start walking as they're doing it, like taking a step forward, as they're doing it. And then, one big thing is they pass it to each other, like they count like out loud. You see they're starting to pump up, and then they pass in the air, and you see the weights just barely, while still spinning, just barely miss each other, and then they both are able to catch it and keep spinning, and the crowd gives a big cheer to it. So it seems like the routine continues with various different sized weights. They throw they start with small weights to kind of line up all these like kind of kettlebell looking things, probably like 100 pounds up to like 300, 400 pounds. And, they lift it up, they throw it in the air. It seems like a lot of their act is progression based. It's like, oh, look at this thing that's like, oh, a strong person can do. But then look at this thing that only us talented strong men can do. We've done this hundreds of times. So they like start throwing these weights higher up into the air, and each one they thud into the dirt. And you've noticed now, as you're kind of watching it, it's kind of the center area is not like a flat circle. It's like kind of been divoted in, and it's kind of rougher in the middle because as these larger weights start hitting the ground, like they sink a solid like foot into the ground, just leaving these little craters in the ground because of how heavy they are. And so, all the while there's this music playing in the background and these feats of strength that I'll say that, John, I'll say you're impressed by, just because most of the strength-based things that you've done are everyday things where, being able to span a super heavy bar around and throw it to someone else is not exactly the most applicable, but it certainly is very impressive. There's a degree of skill that's beyond just strength. It also takes a lot of fine motor skills and precision and a lot of practice. So it's a very impressive performance. It's very fun. You can feel free to leave, John, if you wanted to. But it seems like the beasts are beginning to come out.
I'll stay a little for the beasts, and then I'll probably head out.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see if they're like mean to him. See if I should be annoyed.
I'll say that you see a female hobgoblin come out wearing this very, tight-fitting, like, it's this kind of pink outfit, and she comes out and she is leading around what looks to be a tiger. And the tiger is, kind of as it's walking around the crowd, it's kind of giving these like gurrs and like snarling back and forth. But give me a nature check, Felix. It's like snarling at the crowd, and you can see like the people in the front row are like, oh, like they kind of jump back a second because they're a little frightened by it.
Nature.
Nature.
28.
Nature. You've seen tigers, and you know what an actual growl looks like. This seems to be a trained, like, make a grr face at these people.
Yeah.
Like, it seems to be part of the routine. They're not actually mad. It seems to be part of the show of, like, ooh, this is an aggressive beast, but it seems like, you can tell that,
Gotcha.
the eyes aren't in it. It's just baring teeth, and that seems to be part of the trick so far. But, they're leading the tiger around, and like, oh, there's like the kids up front. They're like, oh, they scream out, and oh my gosh, it's a tiger right there. But it's being led around, and then these various, not contraptions, the words I'm looking for, like rings start to get brought out, and these various platforms, these wooden platforms that have a whole bunch of scratches all over them, because you can only imagine just from the amount of claw marks that have been in it. But you notice who is bringing them out. Part of it, one of them, is Goyla, the female gnome that you had helped earlier. And I'll say, give me a perception check, both Felix and John.
Alright.
What is this gonna be?
Alright. Oh my god, Felix, what the fuck?
35.
You can't break out the 35 like that. What the fuck?
Sleep. I'm falling.
Yeah, John, it's like, okay, there's a tiger, whatever, but like the strongman shit, that was cool. Still thinking about that. Felix, you notice that it seems like the female hobgoblin, she seems like, there's normally a kind of an air of performance of like smiling and like, oh, I'm doing a performance, but like, there's kind of a, like, there's Broadway musical actor is smiling versus someone actually smiling, right? And you can tell that this female hobgoblin, when she looks at Goyla, seems to actually be smiling. Like there seems to be, it's not part of the performance, but there's like this lightness to her and this air, and it seems to be emanating from the fact that Goyla is there. And you remember back to the fact that Melandriel had mentioned how Goyla has been out of commission for quite some time, so you can only imagine that the female hobgoblin has been having to do this by herself a lot, so it's good for Goyla to be back in commission at least to do some of the performances.
That's right.
Mostly due to your medical handiwork. And I'll say that as you as the tiger is being led around, you see that it begins, once again, this kind of progression to it. You weren't here for the whole acrobatics, but it seems this is a common theme, which Turlon, you would know from seeing many a performance, is there's, it starts, just by jumping over this small platform to, jumping through a ring over this small platform, jump up onto a ramp and, jump over this gap, and the gap gets wider. And it seems like the tiger, based off your earlier nature check, it seems like the tiger is enjoying it, because after every single time you do notice that Goyla, feeds the tiger with some kind of treat, right? It seems to be it's a good training technique. It's a positive reinforcement instead of negative reinforcement. It's not like, if the trick goes bad that they, whip the tiger or something. It seems like good vibes are here. I'll say one thing that does impress, because tigers are agile. You've seen them, when chasing people, are very adept at jumping off of things. But you do see at one point these large platforms are set, kind of like, wall jump areas in video games where there's just these two walls that are parallel to each other and you can like jump between them back and forth.
Yeah.
So like this kind of tower of them starts to begin that goes up like a good 20-25 feet, and you see that there's a lot of preparation. The percussion starts going, a lot of drums as you see the tiger is getting ready, and then it starts running up and it jumps back and forth like this crazy monk stuff, just jump back and forth all the way up to the top where you see Goyla is waiting, with like a big treat, big like ribs of some large creature, maybe a boar or something like that, and the crowd erupts in cheers because this seems to be the big act for the tiger. And then another beast is brought out by Goyla. This seems to be kind of Goyla's specialty, where the female hobgoblin was with the tiger. Goyla is now leading around this large bear. And you've seen, bears during hibernation. This is an incredibly muscular bear. Like, it once again kind of does this parading around where it kind of scares the children. But there is this, you can tell that this bear is not just lounging around eating all day. It probably does this performance quite a bit, so it gains quite a bit of muscle. And so you see most of the acts that this bear does are balance-based acts. Like a thin beam is brought out, and it is able to be led across without falling over. There is a little bit of a slip-up at one point, and like the crowd goes quiet for a second, but then like the bear finds its balance and then continues across. And there's a big hug from Willa in the success that the bear seemed to have. So, there's various things, balancing on a ball, classic carnival shit. So it seems like that it's a very big, it seems like the animals are treated nicely. And the tiger and the bear, are kind of brought out at the same time, and they seem to be very used to each other, both of them quite predators. They're brought out at the same time, and the female hobgoblin and Goyla both give a big bow, and then that seems to be the animal portion. Left. Do you all want to head on out or stay around?
What's the next one?
It seems like
glacier.
Yeah, I'll say that John.
Welcome.
You head on over to the glacier. I'll say what it looks like the next one is they're bringing out a platform, and it looks like there is a male human that is dressed in very sparkly, kind of this glittering purple and pink, matching the aesthetic of the tents, just with these white accents outfit that is very ostentatious. And it looks like he's about to come to the platform. And you see that Melandriel announces this as Tholdor, who is a singer. So it looks like he is going to be singing for you all.
Yes, I'd like to go around the carnival more, but I also don't want to just be on my own, as a player.
Yeah, you are now.
So I would like to stick around for the rest of these performances.
Okay.
And have someone else do a scene. Because I want to do something else, but I need to think about it some more.
Okay. Yeah. The singing is very nice. I'll say that it seems like some of the songs seem to almost call for a duet of some kind. There seems to be parts kind of cut out.
It's you, Felix. Get up there.
Parts kind of cut out, like the story of the song doesn't seem to make sense. It's like this tale that's sung out. So it doesn't really exactly make cohesive sense as a story, it seems to, but it's still a very beautiful singing voice. I'll say Vita and John, you have made it to the room. Is there anything you all would like to do specifically? Or are you just straight going right to bed?
I was tired,
John's
man.
already asleep.
Yeah. You both get room just absolutely vibing out.
Hopefully, there's no issues.
Well, LaFleur is away from his desk, which is why I made the joke, but...
Oh, yes.
Ah, yes.
Just
Oh, yeah.
conked out.
Oh, just...
Turlon, is there
Steve, the
anything
music
in
choice was
specific?
great.
Yes. Carnival music, nice pensive.
Is
Is there
No,
anything
I'm
you want to
good.
do
As
specific,
a-
or you're just going?
As a
vibing?
player, I'm enjoying listening to the carnival stories. So I'm
Mhm.
chill. I guess I could actually, for one thing, it would be roughly, very roughly, what proportion of answers are appreciated by the receivers of the answers today? Like, is this a good day, which I would classify as people ask interesting questions and they get positive answers?
Mhm.
Is it an inquisitive day? I get a lot of people asking questions that ultimately have like really thought-provoking answers that aren't necessarily here nor there. Or is this like a bad day? I'm drawing bad shit for
Death
everyone.
cards. I'll say
Yeah.
that
Betrayal cards, maybe.
yeah, perhaps many of the questions are. Many of the patrons seem to want. It's a common theme throughout that they mention that. Oh, there's not a lot of fortune tellers in town, and they've been wanting to ask a question of them, and most of them are related to the happenings of the forest, in terms of oh, there was attacks earlier, there was this great blizzard. There seems to be a little bit, just slight unrest about just tales they've heard throughout the forest, which is due to many different Alkasan leaks. Like just a small thing is like what the boy on the road, I forgot his name already, even though it was a meme. Johnny something? No, Jackie Roseborn. Like he mentioned, like, oh, just like a flying
Fucking
gorilla,
Jackie.
flying gorilla with yellow eyes. Like there seems to be a lot of stories like that where it's just like, dude, what crazy shit's been happening about the forest? Are we okay? And many of the cards you draw for that are good signs. Like it is being taken care of. It's a good day. A lot of the concerns about the forest, partially due to, the things that your group individually has done, which I'll say that every once in a while there is a mention of, I was worried about it, but I heard that there's this group called the Storm Hunters that are, dealing with that, and dealt with the storm that was going to take out.
They are dealing with that. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're taking care of it right now.
Those are great people. Those are great people.
Tell your friends about
that Turlon fellow in that group. They're really something.
Oh, you've met them? You've met them?
Something like that.
Okay.
Something
you
like
you
that.
mysterious person, you Feanor. I'll say that it's a good night. Most of the questions are related to something to do with the craziness of the forest recently, and
Not everyone has hit me with Vita questions or like John questions like, am I gonna die?
no.
Good.
I'll say, John, is there anything in specific you want to do at Glacier Inn? Vita's already zonked out when you get there. Or not, that's up to you, Vita.
Me. Oh yeah.
Wangshu.
Oh yeah.
You're muted right now.
The
Lala.
sleeper. The sleeper.
My mic was muted. I said, get a pint, get some chippies. and go to bed.
Load that
There we
plate.
Load
Like,
that
hold up,
plate.
it's
I'm loading up
amazing.
that plate
I'll say
with
that.
a pie, some
Yeah.
Over
mash.
this weekend, I said that video out loud to someone who had never heard it for the first
Oh
time,
my
and they did like
God.
they did like a double take. They're like, "The what?"
Hmm?
I was like, "You don't know."
Don't know. I'll say, Felix,
It's
that
looking lovely today, lads. Sorry,
Felix,
sorry.
the singer seemed to be the last act of the night, and lots of applause, lots of coins are thrown into the center as tips as Melandriel closes out for the night, and it's around like 9:30 at night now. It seems like the main event is closed. There, Melandriel does mention like, still hang around, see our side events, name checks, Feinar, doing fortunes, Sizal doing magic, and Uharin doing knife throwing. And so,
Is
checks
there like a
them.
little? Are they like collecting tips in a hat? People that walk out the door.
It seems like throwing coins into the center is the way of tipping. But I'm sure you
All
could
right.
give it to the door woman Vatosh, who you've seen before.
Yeah, that feels less disrespectful. I give her 10 gold.
She is
No.
very thankful for
Oh.
that, and she.
I don't
Tips
really
her.
use money. I'm saying that not like I don't say this to
Don't
anybody.
just be
It's just,
giving that stuff away.
I'm not listening to the 2-month-old. I'm not listening to the toddler.
God
I'm asleep.
damn. Not
Got
listening
him.
to
Get
the
him.
2-month-old is
Get his
I'm
ass!
just talking
Get his
in my
ass!
sleep.
No, there's just like there's
No,
a
you
there's a
shouldn't get
Vita
that
in my head. And I'm like, I'm not listening to that thing.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
Out of my head.
I cast message when I'm dreaming
Smoke in my
sometimes.
freaking head.
Sorry.
So I don't know if Felix. Carnival's supposed to have like weird stuff, but knowing the token weird mystic thing, which is the fortune teller, like I know that person, so it's like not as crazy. So I just kind of want to wander around and look for
You're already again.
like something weird, like ooh,
Okay.
practicing the art of noticing.
Give me
Just roll it for something.
give me a perception check. Like around the carnival, or just
Yeah, just gonna walk around the carnival grounds.
The carny.
Look for like stuff where people aren't going. It's like not very popular, like something weird.
Something weird.
Something weird and mysterious.
Something spooky.
26 for mystery check.
I will say that for weird and mysterious, I'll say that you, as you get out, you do see that, a lot of the acrobats that you had seen earlier are kind of conversing with just people around. It seems like a lot of people are interested in what they do. There are a lot of them as well. There are a good 4 that you can see that are talking to other people. But you do notice that there is a male in the same acrobat uniform who's kind of sitting off to the side, kind of behind one of the tents. And it seems like he's talking with just some other person. You can't really see the other person. It's like, you're looking at kind of a smaller tent. I'll say it's the knife throwing tent. And you can see that they are obviously conversing with someone, but the other person is obscured by the back of the tent.
Does it look like they're trying to be hidden, or they're just like happy to be standing there?
It certainly seems like too far away for it to be, just like they're well apart from the rest of the acrobats. With your 26 check.
What is a common little critter I have seen around here? Something that no one would be surprised if it's like, squirrel.
The Tilgy squirrel. Yeah,
I'll turn into a little squirrel, yeah.
Okay.
I'll but go between the tents, so people can't really see me. I'll turn to a squirrel and I'll just kind of walk around, try to overhear what they're saying.
I'll say that as you're getting closer, no perception check needed. It seems like the acrobat is talking, and as you see, the other person is wearing this, now that you see them a little bit better, a really bright yellow cloak. Like, almost, like, absurdly light. Like, they're kind of in the shadow right now, and
Like
it's
the
still...
acrobat is, or the person behind
The
them?
other person, yeah, the other person
Okay.
that he seems to be talking to is wearing this really bright yellow shadow. And, you know, if you want to get closer, you're going to need a stealth check. Not because, like, they're going to, like, kick you, but, like, they're certainly going to notice you and may stop their conversation because there's a squirrel getting really close, which isn't the most normal thing.
Yeah, you're correct. That's what would happen, but just like the sentence is really funny. They're gonna stop talking because the squirrel's there, and they're like, "That's fucked
Yeah,
up."
so you can either get close and
Alright.
really hear their conversation, or
Stealth.
just get the idea of their conversation.
Oh, you know,
Squirrel,
I'm
stealth,
doing
squirrel.
this. Squirrel stealth.
Oh, squirrel stealth is off the charts.
Squirrel and shrimple and clean.
Mm-hmm. I'll say you kind of
Yeah.
or get in the crevice and you're able to hear their entire conversation.
There's like a little bench back here. There's like a break room area. Not like a break room
Mhm.
area, but they got like places to sit and shit.
Yup. That's
I'm
smart.
just hiding. I'm just under a bench.
Under the bench, and you're listening in on their conversation. And it seems like the acrobat is asking for this yellow dude. He seems to be like, do you like have any more of it? Like, it's fucking awesome. Like, when I was when I was up there, wait, let me double check something. I said yellow just as a base, but I need, for my
What
own
the
lore
hell?
reasons, I can't.
What is he
Bro.
doing?
Don't.
What is he
Steven's
doing?
like, time to drop the drug dealer NPC
Yeah,
I
let
made.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the drug arc yet. There's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
Presumably
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
going to do a little
Not enough on
section
our
of his
plate,
notes
You're
that
looking
says
at-
drug cartel lore in
Okay,
Sumia.
no. Okay, it is not yellow, it's bright pink. I knew it was an ostentatious color, but I did not know. It was
I
very
knew it was
bright
an
pink.
ostentatious color.
All right, but I revealed
let's
my
go.
position. All right, it's a bright pink
Good
cloak.
shot, Stephen. Good shot.
It's a bright pink cloak, and you hear the acrobat being like, "Do you have any more of it?" Like, you felt fucking crazy when I was up there. Like, I was doing spins and shit that, like, even some of the other, like, acrobats were impressed with. Like, I think I can really move my way up. I don't think I can need to be a junior acrobat anymore. And the other dude you can hear, or the other person has a really gruff, deep voice. Says, "No, if you're gonna want any more, you're gonna need to pay double what you paid last time." And the acrobat is like, well, are you gonna be here any later? Like, I still need to see how much I made from the tips and how much we made tonight. Like, the show just ended. And you hear, like, if you don't get it within the next 5 minutes, you're not getting any more until tomorrow. And you see the acrobat's like, no, I need that. I need it. Just,
And I sleepwalk into this conversation.
Oh my god.
yeah, like half a mile away.
Alright.
I need to
Okay,
go.
I want to be involved in this, but I know I can't.
You just hear the acrobat, like, kind of looks back and forth. It's like, fucking, okay, just give me like 5 seconds. Like, give me a minute. Just stay right here, please. Do not move. And you see the acrobat, like, scurries off towards the tent.
Who is this person in pink?
You can get a better look at him. Give me a perception check, as you can only see the
Already
back of
know
him.
it.
Like, how you've kind of sauntered up. You can only see the back of them right now.
Oh, I've
Someone-
swirled up.
I'll say, as you kind of, like, scoot around, still with your pass stealth check, you kind of scoot around. You notice that you hear this gruff voice, and, like, you kind of expecting, like, you know, you're expecting, like, a really old person, or, like, you know, I don't know, something super aged and weathered. It seems like almost that voice. But as you turn and you get a good look at their face underneath the cloak, this dude's face looks like a model's face, like Ryan Gosling, like, you know, almost like handsome Squidward face.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Face
Chiseled.
looks, chiseled, like, you know, I don't know how Felix swings, but like, you know, it's just like, holy shit, that
Right.
that dude's nice to look at.
I think it doesn't matter what team you're on. You're like, damn, what's with
Yeah,
that
it's
guy?
like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This guy looks good, and based off of the way he's looking, he's kind of leaned back up on the tent now, and he's just kind of looking around, and you can see that he does seem to be kind of like has his hand on his side, and there's like a pouch that's kind of been attached to the side of it, and he's kind of just holding it, like he's kind of just grasping it, like
And it's
protecting
a human
it in a
person.
sort. It's a human, yep, and it looks like a human male face, chiseled, like, damn.
Why did he specify human male face? Why did the human part stop there? Anyway. Curious.
Do you
Enough.
just
Yeah, is there
wait
anything-
around for the other person, or
I just want to
it seems
continue
like
looking at this guy.
Okay.
See, like, is
Squirrel
he a
is
part of
enamored with him.
this? Squirrels stare at shit all the time, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
they
so
do,
lucky
yeah.
I'm not there, bro.
I'm starting to think I am. I really am.
You're lucky.
Yeah, like, is this person for part of the carnival? What's their deal? Like, they're obviously selling drugs, but
Based off your perception check,
what can I find out about them just by looking?
From looking, he seems to, his eyes are kind of darting back and forth. It seems like he's not like, not that it would be bad that he got caught here. He's not looking around like, holy shit, like he's not wired. Like he seems calm about it, but he certainly stands out. And if he were to be walking down the streets wearing this pink cloak, like he'd obviously be almost like, you know, he would stand out. Like everyone would notice this person. So he is kind of sticking to the shadows in that way. He's not wearing, you don't see any emblem or any, it's a solid colored pink, like, cloak. Like, it is really, there is no embroidery
Please
or
find out who
anything.
this
It's
is.
like if you just got a pink cloak and you just cut the cloth and you put it over, that's what he's wearing with a pink hood. Like, it is distinctly not decorated.
What the fuck?
This has the means of being an all-time Sumia character. You have to figure out.
yeah. No, you are
Cannot
right.
leave. Your
This
mission.
could be the Sumia of all time.
You hear our
Um,
three little heads spinning around you,
The three little.
killing you.
You have
Oh,
to go.
this
You
person.
have to
Oh,
go. You
even-
have to go.
Even George wants you to talk to the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to wait.
You're waiting for the acrobat to come back.
Yeah, see what the second half of the deal's like.
Okay, you see that the acrobat comes back, and it looks like he's kind of just in his hand. He has something in his hand, and he starts like counting it. As soon as he gets back, he seems like out of breath, and he says, "Okay, I think that they normally don't give it to me until like after it's all been counted out. So they said that this was all I'm gonna get for tonight, but I think it's worth it." And he's kind of like counting it, and he says, "Let me see what my notes are with how much he originally paid for it." He says,
What?
Is 50 okay? 50?" And the other guy's like, "I said double what you originally paid." He's like, come on, just 50, even if it's just a lesser amount than what I had last time. Even if whatever that percentage is, you know, I'm not that good with math, but just give me a little bit less and I'll give you 50 right now. And you can see that now in the face, now that you're at a better angle, you can see in the face of the acrobat, it seems like he's not acting. This is up for you to decide, Craig, if you think Felix would like know what this looks like based off of just, well, give me a medicine check. You're a medical guy.
Yeah. Medicine. Can I use? Hold on. I'm remembering
You
how to
can
play the
use-
game.
you
I have a
can
feat
use
that lets
nature.
me use nature because of my
You
my
can
cool,
use
awesome
nature for
feats.
this because of your feet. Use nature.
Fuck yes, brother. Good. That's a 22.
You've seen
Rolled a
people.
6.
You've seen people
I love
addicted.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's crazy. You've seen people addicted to things. This person is not like addicted because they need it. They want this, whatever they're getting. Or like they're not wanting this so heavily because they're addicted to it. Like, you don't see the signs of addiction. It seems like they're just excited as hell about it. Like, they want more of whatever this person is giving, right? Like, it certainly seems drug-like in terms of the encounter, whatever's happening. But it's more just like, holy shit, give me more of that. And
Dude's getting roids. What is this?
I'll say the other person, you know, the handsome dude kind of sighs a bit and says, "All right, I'll give you what 50 gold is worth." And he puts out his hand, and the other dude just hands it over, and you see that the person who has the pink cloak reaches into his sack and pulls out these small little pink crystals. Very reminiscent of various other crystals that you've seen.
It's no wonder he had those.
But
I
these,
feel like fucking Thanos with these gems on my hand.
Oh
I'm sick of
no!
it, dude.
but I'll say these crystals are
Sick of it.
really,
I'm
really
sick of it.
like almost like pea-sized in shape. Like, they're very small, and it's just like a handful of them. And just kind of, you see the dude, like, he has a hand, and he's like about to hand it over, but then he like kind of eyes it and then like dips a little bit back into the bag to give a little bit less, and then he hands it over to the person who kind of like scoops it up, and he like quickly pockets it, and he says, would he use his name in this case? I think he would.
This case. Thank you, Gat.
That would be funny.
Thanks, Joseph A. Gatch.
Yeah, he says, he's like, "All right, Mana, I'll be here. Are you gonna be here tomorrow? Are you gonna be here the next few nights? This is only gonna last me maybe 1 to 2 performances." And you see the cloaked person, now you presume to be named Mana, says, I'll be here in 2 nights. How about every other night? Does that sound good? If you bring the money, I'll bring these." And the other person like kind of nods their head, the acrobat, and says, thank you. And then he just walks off. And I'll say that
Another fucking side quest.
the pink cloak person kind of looks around and just starts to walk off in the opposite direction, kind of,
Get him.
you know, behind.
I know.
Behind everybody, just starts walking out of the crowds, just walking in the very
Get
shadows.
his ass!
He's got Caucasian shit. Kill him.
I am following him.
This fucker.
Okay. Give me another
Summon the
stealth check.
boys for battle.
Wish we had phones.
We should make a new enemy.
Yeah.
Drug dealers.
Drug dealers.
We're taking on the
First we
drug
got
trade.
the 10 cuts. Now we got the fucking cartels on our ass. Fuck, man. Who else hate us?
The cartels, dog.
Salamanca money.
Give me a
Felix, check
stealth
on?
checks, Felix, for me.
Dude, I can do
Well,
stealth checks.
While you follow this fella.
It wouldn't even be a problem if he noticed a squirrel. What's he gonna do? Be mad at a squirrel?
What's he gonna do?
Uh-oh, quite possibly.
This is true. You notice
This is true.
that he starts to walk down this street. Walking down 28th Street, North 28th Street. And, you know, you're just walking past various residential houses, and then starts to begin going south on East H Avenue. And appears to just be walking. I'll say you notice that he is, like, there's kind of levels. There's the main road in the middle, and then there's kind of these grassy areas where maybe like tents are normally set up, or just like tables, and then there are the actual buildings themselves. You notice that he's kind of keeping to where the grass and the buildings kind of meet. He's not staying to the main roads. He appears to just be walking along a good distance. It seems like he's continuing to walk on. Do you follow consistently? How far would you say that you would go on this map following?
I have, let's see, hold on.
And I'll also say, how long does your wild shape last?
So this is my pest form.
This pest form.
Let's see. Hold on. Wild shape.
10 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought it was longer. 10 minutes.
So it seems like 10 minutes. We've probably used it for longer than 10 minutes, but in this case, 10 minutes is... It seems like you're getting to the kind of the tail end of that.
I'll just follow him normally.
Okay.
Normal style.
Transform back and I'll say...
Normal style.
Give me a stealth check. Yeah, just a normal stealth check. I don't think there needs to be any
Oh wait, I should have had a stealth
modifiers.
bonus.
Well, you're fine. He did not notice you in the past 2 times.
Cool.
Well, he may have noticed you in the past one, but like you're a squirrel,
Thank
so like what's
freaking
the matter?
gosh.
I'll say you are able to follow him, and it looks like how far again on this map do you think from this position would you go? Keep in mind that
I want to try to. You finish.
like this, like I don't know, like I would put even a freaking measurement for just how big these things are. Like this is like a good mile in terms of a radius. Like you can keep going and see how
I
far.
want
it
to follow him
goes.
until he like goes into a building, seemingly to stay somewhere.
Okay.
Seemingly. Who knows what he could be doing in that building?
Who knows?
Yeah,
what he can
exactly.
do.
Someone might know soon.
1 second. How do I get rid of this? There we go. Felix, you continue to walk down, following him, and all the way down H.
Wow!
And then you actually enter the outer ring, which seems to be a much older section of the city. A lot more stone buildings as you've seen before, with a thick gate that you walk through. It's open. It's not like guarded, like you have to get access, but you're able to enter. But he does enter a building that is within the outer gate. Just as a funny side point. Okay, the funnel is not around here, so you wouldn't hear anything. But
Damn!
or is it?
Or is it?
1622. Nope.
The funnel is 28. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's on the
I
other
think
side of
over
the outer
here.
ring. Or inner ring. But anyway, you do see he enters just a smaller stone building. It seems to be just like any other residential building. It's not a shop or anything, but he does appear to enter. Is there anything you are kind of following at enough of a distance? He hasn't noticed you, but he seems to be kind of getting out a key. It looks like this may be his abode, or it's kind of later at night. He may be heading home. Who knows? Because he just made
Alright,
50 gold.
Fuck yeah. Probably 10 of those were mine, son of a bitch.
True.
I just want to try to remember this place, and then,
Okay.
if I go back to the carnival, will it still be going by that point in time?
You've been walking a good. This is like a mile and a half. So,
So,
yeah, like
no big deal.
yeah. So it'll probably be on the tail ends of just closing up. Like it's not happening anymore. It'll be closing up when you get back.
Yeah, okay. I'll walk back, try to find Turlon.
Okay. I'll say, Turlon, how are you? What do you do after your carnival? Do you just head out, say goodbye to some people? Are you hanging out with the carnival? What are you doing for the night? You notice that no one is around when you start closing up shop. Like none of the people you can't really see around. You're other
As in-
three. Like like
Okay,
as in
yeah,
Vita,
yeah,
Sean,
yeah.
and Felix is what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah. Can I go out for drinks with the boys?
You could. I'll say
Well, I do that. I don't know how much you want to like roleplay. I don't feel the
No.
need to, but I'd like to. I think as a character, Turlon would want to just go out for drinks with the boys.
Okay. Yeah, you catch up with everybody. You end up learning that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Would I be
6.
able to catch Turlon before they go?
Roll?
I'm fine if you want to. I'm not rushing.
Yeah. And then I'll say it's
Yeah,
kind
as far
of
as
a
I'm
vibe
concerned,
that
yes.
you see. Yeah. It's a vibe.
I'd say you reach me towards the end of
Mhm.
the night. The last few guests have passed by, and I am in the midst of putting away the esoterica. Some of my own, and then the others I'm sort of stacking up.
Got you. How'd the readings go?
You see,
say
I kind of
looking-
like I jump as I like turn around. Sorry, I was focused on this.
It's all right.
It was a good night. I think, funny enough, Vita's reading might have been the darkest all night. It was
That is very funny.
mostly good stuff. Did you enjoy the carnival?
I did. It was very nice. I like the acrobats a lot. Trying to remember in real life. He was a gnome, right, Steven? Was he younger?
Oh yes, yeah, young male gnome.
There was a young man, a gnome, very impressive tricks. You know him?
I
don't
mean,
know-
I
You
know
don't know
all of
everybody
them.
here, do you? Know,
Yes.
or do you know all of them?
You know, yes, this is Kusasum, the junior acrobat who only joined during your
course.
tenure.
Of course, I know everyone. I don't know them super well. He was impressive. They'd always do all sorts of things to show off their strength. Lift this, lift that, jump around. It was always so impressive.
Yeah. Are you gonna go celebrate with them?
Yeah, I think a couple of them told me they were going out to one of the bars in Kiasi, somewhere east of here. I hope to check it out. It's been a while since I've seen all of them.
Yeah.
You'll
Make sure that
forget.
Kusasum's with you. He's hiding something.
You see, I kind of like raised my eyebrows.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I've been thinking.
Am I inclined to think that Kusasum would have hidden something? Like this one I know about? Has he been sketched before?
Roll a society check for me.
Society. Oh god, I gotta find my fucking tiny mini of this giant ass map so I can double click it to open up the fucking thing. Society. 23.
Society.
Kusasum has everybody's pretty eccentric at the Madhouse. He's like the most normal dude, so he stands out in that way. He's like the most normal.
Okay, yeah, I'll kind of like cock my head at you. Really, Kusasum.
Yeah, he's saw him buying little bright pink crystals. Like
You say
marbles.
crystals, and you see like the kind of like slight smirk of interest I have in the idea of Kusasum being weird, instead of normal, suddenly evaporate into concern as I kind of I kind of like tense up and stare at you.
Yep.
You're kidding me, aren't you? Tell me you're joking. Crystals?
Nope. A new color.
You're shitting me.
That's Turlon actually laughing. A new
Yeah.
color.
Pink.
Pink.
I don't know what element that could be.
I could go for pink.
But yeah.
Well, thanks for letting me know. I will try to track him down, and talk to him, see if he gives off any information about him. Buying them, you said?
Yeah,
What
from a
for?
very angelic looking man who apparently lives in the outer ring. Is that what that's called?
Yes,
The
that's
outer ring?
The outer ring, yeah. He lives in the outer ring, so he's like in the suburbs. Which is not a term that
Felix,
we have
if you-
here, but
You don't mind me asking, I don't think I've ever heard you call anything angelic. What does he look
you know,
like?
one of those faces, it's like really chiseled. Like there's a lot of, like he stands in the sun and there's just like a lot of shadows being cast by his face on his face.
I can imagine it, yeah. Some of
It
the
like
strong men
looks
here look
kind
like
of
that.
weird,
That's-
like an angel.
I wonder if it's all the pink crystals.
He also wore a bright pink cloak that was literally a single solid color, and it was also the same color pink as the crystal. Thinking about it now, that was actually pretty goofy, but I was
He's
a
not
squirrel,
very
so-
discreet, is he?
No, and then he also walked down the street like 10 blocks home like that. So I think he's not super worried. This probably could be nothing, but now that I say it out loud, but it's also probably not, knowing our luck.
Things like this didn't happen in the Otat Empire. Men wearing pink, Oh, that sounded fucking.
Oh.
That's not what I meant.
No,
That's not what
Empire
I meant.
Hell.
That's not what I
not
meant.
the hell?
what
Real
Twilight
Tatian
Elves.
Bennett. Real
Classic
Tatian
Turlon's
Bennett.
bigot moment.
Look,
Tur-
Turlon's
Add
not
another one to
bigoted.
the tally.
Turlon's
Just
only
like-
And don't wear pink and with Todd, I guess.
Oh.
The culture is different over there, and by different
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
worse.
Yeah, like, agreed, not to agree.
Men wear blue, women wear pink. That's the way it's always been.
The divorce rate in Watat is crazy. Everyone's unhappy.
I look at you and I shuffle my cards a little bit as I kind of put them in a pocket. I don't think Vita understood the reading very well.
No. Don't think John did either, but that's fine.
I couldn't tell. He seemed sullen at hearing it.
John or Vita?
John.
Yeah, something's up with him recently. I can't get the image of him shaking his head in slight disagreement out of my mind.
I know
now.
it's the center of my vision right now. I hope you got something out of your reading.
I think I did. Sorry, go ahead.
It's interesting to see what the cards give me. For everyone.
It is. I forgot the guy's name, the gnome's name.
Kusasum.
Musasum. Where does he sleep?
Kusasum.
Kusasum. Where does
Everyone, it depends. Some people who make less money, they camp out at Melandrio. He's quite kind. He will put people up in his space, in his tent. Some people get hotels. I'd say probably it's most likely that they'd post up in a tent nearby.
Alrighty, well, I need to refocus. Can I do that in here real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Can you do me a favor? And it'd look less weird if you were trying to figure out where he was sleeping or where he was staying. You could just be like, hey, I heard that you did great at acrobatics today. Join us for drinking. I don't know. I don't really do this.
I'll go and ask. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You rest up here, and I'm gonna look at I look at Felix for a second, and I look around at the esoterica all around. I need to think. I, the player, need to think.
Why did I do that?
I look at you. I walk up. I grab the crystal, the red crystal that I had peeked up behind somewhere. Put it in my bag, and I say, "Don't knock anything over." And I nod at you and I turn around. I'm gonna beeline for Melandriel, or actually whoever's been arranging the outing tonight. I'm gonna find one and ask him if Kusasum's coming.
Yes, and I'll say that you do find out that Kusasum is coming.
I'd like to refocus. This time.
You have the ability to do so.
You're damn right I do. Where's my freaking refocus button?
Press that shit. Press that shit. Press that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it back.
Whatever. Okay.
It's rewind time.
Someone put him down. Sorry. Didn't think about that. The second yurt type and yurt coded character. Sorry.
He is a yurt coded character.
Giving yurt vibes. Yeah, I'll just. You got any weird animal bones in here?
Plenty. Oh my god. Let me. I have a list. I have a like an explicitly listed set of animal parts that I have.
Yeah, well, look at the weird shit. I'm gonna meditate on the weird shit kept in strange liquids.
Yeah, so among the various things
which is like a really weird concept for me to see, like animal parts kept in fluids, but whatever.
Yeah. Actually, I think I turned most of my
It's
shit
kind of
into-
strange.
into paste recently, but some of the things that I have around, I'll list a few.
Sorry, dog. All I got is goo.
There's a wooden
Got
leather
paste in my
lined
foot.
box, and inside it is various fingernails. There is a spider eye in a small vial. Minecraft. In a small mason jar type thing. There's various like dried fingers of a indiscriminate type of creature. But those are just the animal parts. There's other various things that are floating around. I mean, there's like bones and shit too. You'll see like oddly shaped trinkets and knickknacks, like all sorts of like various spell components, like dried leaves, what look to be maybe like silver shavings, old like crockety gear parts, like a clips of like a painting, like a clearly dried up and curled painting, um, pages of elvish text, all sorts of just random knickknacks like that. Nothing that you could say has much intrinsic value, but also not many things that you could go out of your way to find easily. Those kinds of things.
Yeah, I'll sit in your chair, and I will just kind of not like close my eyes, meditate, but I'll just kind of like chill and look at all of the weird stuff and just kind of take in the feeling of being in a place that is very different from what I'm used to, while the like distant sounds of like people, of like a crowd, as people are like leaving and getting ready to close down and all that, have that as like background noise, and I'll just use that to refocus by the time you come back.
Make an occultism check for me, Felix.
Whoa!
God, oh God.
Alphabetical order. And yet I still can't find occultism.
What
Darn.
does he know? What does
Not
he
much.
know?
It is weird being surrounded by all this shit. You know, there's a slight touch of an appreciation that you can feel for. It's a lot of stuff. Like, even just getting one of these things, there's probably a story behind all of them. So, it's a very interesting place to be in. But you can just feel a touch of whatever energy that Turlon taps into. You can see
Very
how
spiritual place.
all of these things are incredibly unique in that if you have all of them, there's got to be some sense that you're connected to something deeper than just cards.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, so you do know that Kusasam is going out tonight.
Yeah, where's this drug buying son of a bitch?
It's not drugs, it's just performance
Crystals.
enhancers.
Performance enhancing crystals.
He's just doping.
Now,
right?
I might be a bit of a funny, silly little guy, but I also do know how to persuade and deceive a little bit. So at the bar, I'm gonna approach Kusasam.
Okay. You're out of drinks.
I walk up, pat him on the back. It's good to see you again.
Oh, hi. And you see that he is noticeably, just based off your passive perception, chilled out right now. Doesn't seem like, it seems like how you remember him. Just seems very calm at the moment.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, he just says, "Oh, it's good to see you again too, Feynar. We missed you around here."
Yeah, I know, it's been a while. I don't know if you got to hear, but I had a couple of friends I've been traveling with recently. They went to see the carnival. They had high praise.
Oh, yeah, you're the Storm Hunters, right? That's what I've heard that name around. Isn't that what you guys are calling yourselves?
It takes like physical strength to restrain myself from saying something like that. Like I have to like hold myself back.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Rewind. He does not know that. Sorry about that. I forgot that you're
I pat him on the back and
he
I
says,
say, "Here, come with me."
I didn't know you had oh yeah. Well, I'm glad that they all like the
Come with me to the bar.
performance.
Come with me to the bar.
Sure.
I'm getting you a drink on their behalf.
Oh.
What do you want?
I just
Ale, lager,
I just like ale.
Wanna get here?
Just the simplest ale, not too crazy.
Have you been practicing? They said you were doing some crazy things. I know it's been a couple of long years. I must imagine you've improved since then.
Yeah, you see, he kind of, leans back a little bit. He says, "Yeah, tonight was a really good night. I was really feeling myself, and I was doing flips I'd never done before. It was It was a really good time. I think I'm getting really good at this stuff.
I'm trying to decide if I should do something or not.
Don't know if he's evil yet, just that he's buying something. Not even sure what
How much
something
does how much does the beer cost me?
I'll say this is 2 copper.
I'm gonna buy myself one as well, so 4 copper. I say, how does this compare? As I hand him the beer. How does this compare to that stuff we had back in oh gosh, what city was it? Gosh, was it Aquam? We stopped in. We had that stuff at the small hole in the wall on the north side.
Oh,
Near the channel.
I don't think anything could compare to that. I mean, this is, you know me, I just like my most basic stuff, you know, just whatever's the cheapest generally, but even the cheap stuff there was really high quality, so, you know, here it's
They
fine.
call me Average Joe.
It's good, yeah.
Awesome.
That's his entire vibe, is he's average.
Average Joe, except he does drugs.
I'd like to search his tent.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you'd be able to find that out. Give me a perception check. I'll say that the tent is with all the acrobats. It seems like there's a larger separate tent that has 6 beds, but 5 of them are only occupied currently.
Oh, thank goodness.
Big money.
What are you specifically looking for? He seems to have a very tidy space. Crystals.
The crystals.
You're going through his stuff, and you know you find some notebooks, and even if you just kind of flip through them a little bit, it seems like the most mundane notes you've ever read in your life. Just like, yeah.
Today I had bread.
Exactly. It's kind of just like a list of things that he did that day. You know, performed again.
Awesome.
You know, I missed this trick, but no one seemed to notice. And then it just kind of ends there.
Nothing wrong with keeping it simple, man.
You do not find
Exactly.
you do not find any crystals, I'll say. You don't find any other like illicit things either. I'll say based off of your check, you do notice that like this person has been described as, you know, just like average, but it seems like everything is very tidy. Like, you know, it seems like the bed is kind of like made, but also like the sheets are tucked in on the sides. Like, it's not things are just like, oh, put together. It's certainly put together in a very kind of particular way. So you have to be extra careful to put them back the way you found them.
I have something I'd like to do. I kind of stare. I talk to this guy a little more. We're having our drinks. So I found quite a lot of interesting esoterica over my travels the past 2 years. Some of it I really was able to work into the most recent readings I did today. You know, I'm kind of pulling out, grabbing various. I grab like the gatch goo, you know, maybe a jar or something, a piece of silk. And at one point, I very quickly am digging through my pockets, and I try to make it look unintentional, but I pull out one of my red crystals before immediately putting it back in my pocket. As I go to grab something else, and then
my magic crystals.
I intently stare at, not intently, but I like try to clue in and look for any reaction from him when I show crystal.
I'll say just with your passive deception, I think you'd be able to easily pull something out and put it back in quickly. But I'll say give me a perception check to see what you can
easily do what?
Able to pull the crystal out and put it back in. Something like that. I'll say with your perception check, Turlon, you notice that he kind of takes a look at it, and you see his eyebrows furrow. And I'll say it doesn't even look like he's hiding his eyebrows being furrowed. Like he looks at it, and then even whatever you pull out next, his eyebrows are continued to be furrowed, and he kind of like follows his head towards it, whatever you're putting down next, but you can tell his eyes aren't actually looking at it. It seems like he's thinking about something. But then his eyebrows go back up and he's back in the conversation.
A few minutes later, I'll show Crystal again.
Okay.
This time for a little longer, see if he says anything.
This one's my crystal.
Like, I pull up another one out of another pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And this time I take it completely out. We're like moving it as if there's like something under it. You know, I take it out. I kind of hold it out for just a second, put it away, and then grab the thing under it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, this was the one. Yes, this one.
Do you do crystals too? Oh, my cards. You do crystals too, man? That's pretty rad.
He says,
Sick.
well, a lot of these things are, you know, these weird goos and animal parts and various things. I mean, he kind of points to where the pocket was that. He's like, what was that red thing you had there? That just looked like a rock. Like, I don't normally see just rocks with you.
Oh, yeah, that's, we discovered sorry, this is stupid. These are the crystals that just like fucking explode, right? When you throw
These
them?
are the red ones
These are
are
the
ogre
ones
crystals.
from the
The
Cyclops.
Cyclops crystal.
Yeah, the ones that go boom.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you throw them at something.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn it, throw it at the floor. And be like,
Eat
check
it,
this
and
out,
you'll
throw it
spit
in a
out
public
fire.
place.
Heisenberg
Yeah,
moment.
these,
Mm-hmm.
we found that. I found a couple of these, and I kind of pull it out, and I'm not putting it near him because I know what it does. But I kind of hold on to it. Yeah, I found a whole lot of these, and I'm saying this, but I'm immediately on guard, looking around to make sure there's no one suspicious, and I'd like to look for anyone's suspicion around me before I continue to talk about the crystal.
Yeah, give a perception check.
Again, 16. That's a 2 on the die. I'll reroll. It, statistically speaking, is unlikely to be worse,
And yet,
And yeah,
it's better.
damn.
I'll
That's
say
good.
you are looking around, and I'll say no one's particularly. Like, there are people that are looking over, but mostly because you have just pulled out a whole bunch of strange things and put it on, like, a table or a desk. Like, you know, people have been kind of somewhat intrigued by, like, oh, here's this person who's just been pulling out a
Right.
whole bunch of weird shit.
The
So
weirdo.
it doesn't seem like they're intrigued, like, listening in and trying to be deceptive about it. Like, you kind of glance over and you see people are, like, you know, at other tables just kind of glancing over, and they're just like, you can tell on their faces, they're like, what the fuck?
I pull out one of these. Oh yeah, so we found some of these on our adventures, me and my friends. As far as I can tell, they're actually quite dangerous, so I don't give them out. But we're inclined to think there's maybe other kinds of them around. We're not really sure what it is or what they do, but we've been on the lookout for similar kinds of objects. They make for great use in the esoterica, for the tarot card readings. They have a good connection, if you will, with the energy around us. I know you were never big into the science of the tarot card readings, but it's a whole art, and these things, they really do help. And I kind of stow it back in my pocket, and I smile.
Yeah, let me roll a dice. He kind of just looks at you and he says,
Reel a bit.
he looks up at you and says, have you tried eating it?
That's me laughing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
No, not this one. Trust me, this one, I've had others. This will explode, like literally explode.
You see, he kind of looks worried for a second.
Eat it. Why?
I've just heard around that, like, there's, like, you know, there's new talk of, like, oh, there's these different kind of, like, crystal looking things that if you, like, eat them, you'll, like, feel high or whatever, or feel really good about yourself, or, you know, things like that.
You know, that makes
I don't
sense.
know if it's connected to it.
A friend of ours, he gave us some of these pink. They weren't crystals, but they were similar. You ate them, except they made you very, very small. And I kind of like hold up like that small. I hold up like a little itty bitty inch.
His eyebrows
But
kind of
I'd be quite interested to find something like this. Do you know? You've heard of these around?
No, I don't know of anybody who, like, does. Again, it's like
It's room,
Uh,
sure.
yeah, it's all like the underground stuff. So you know, I'm not really into that, but it's just like
Liar. I
Why?
don't actually say that, but
I'm not really into that, but it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
if you're looking for other stuff, I don't know, I don't know if you would want to deal business with like underground people, but it's something to look into for sure.
oh, do not know it's a carnival who's seen anything like that.
No,
Like I said, it's great
I've just
use for
heard
the
rumors.
esoterica.
I've just heard
Liars.
rumors.
I pat him on the back and I order him another round. I'll take another 4 copper out of my inventory.
Oh yeah.
Mr. GM. I tried.
Oh yeah. I'll say, is there anything you all would like to do before heading to bed for the night? Further.
No.
All right,
No.
you all go to the Glacier Inn?
If someone told me to do
Yes.
that, sure.
I'd also have told you to
Yeah.
do that.
Yes.
Okay.
That
Then
would have
yes.
been communicated. Hell yeah. You all head to bed for the night. It's around 11 p.m. And I'll say, as you all sleep, John, I'd like you to give me a dream roll, please.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, the Rememberer.
Ooh, the Rememberer.
Yeah, I can visualize.
Your dream starts. Your dream starts with. Let me try some different music. Your dream starts with you waking up, or you sitting on the edge of a lake, and as you overlook it, you notice there's nothing in the distance. It's just this large body of water. And as you're looking across this large body of water, it seems to have a sparkle to it. And for a moment, it looks almost like the Sea of Replenishment in 08 that you had seen before, you know. And then you kind of are looking across it, almost looks like, you know, the water, the reservoir here that is next to Kiyas. It even looks similar to, for just a moment, it looks similar to the Aran Pond, which was a large body of water near your home village that you've had in previous dreams that you'd spent some time in. And this just kind of ambiguous body of water, you're sitting at the edge of it, and you're fishing. You've cast your line out into the water, and you notice that you are not wearing your helmet right now. Helmet is off to your side. It's peaceful. There's no one around you on the beach as you kind of look back and forth. But then the line draws taut. And you remember as you start reeling it in, you look to your left and right, and people start to kind of form around you, kind of like in a V pattern behind you as you're looking to the left and the right as you start to reel it in. And they're just these ambiguous shapes. You see one kind of with this long, light blonde hair. You see another wearing this purple cloak. You just see these shapes that are familiar to you, but you can't quite make out who they are as people. But, you know, it starts to be 2, 3, 5, a dozen, even more people start to form behind you as you keep reeling it in. But it seems like the string is never getting any more taut. You know you are getting more and more, but it doesn't look like anything has come through just yet. You begin going even further, and you feel the presence of everyone behind you. And as you look down at your hand, it seems like there's this light that is kind of stringing off of everyone behind you, going into your right hand as you continue to reel it in. And then with one furious yank, you yank back whatever you were reeling in, and dangling in front of you, attached, and you kind of grab it off of the string. You see what appears to be a belt, a wrestling belt of sorts, seems to have come from this water. And as you look at the front of it, kind of in a golden emblem, you see just a long isosceles upside down triangle in the center of it.
You're not
and
getting that belt off of me, bro.
And that is the end of your dream.
Sorry, pal. This is where the betrayal comes in.
Sorry,
The
buddy.
wrestling betrayal, that'd be crazy.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy.
That is the end of your dream. And I'll say, as you all wake up, you all are getting ready, preparing.
I'm awake.
Felix, you get a message in your head, a voice in your head. It is the voice of the High Priestess at the Druids of Juton. You recognize the voice. And the voice, this is like right when you're waking up as well. You hear, Felix, I reached out to Dredovic. Well, I tried to. And, well, no target was found. This does not bode well for some spells. Please reach out to him if you can. And that's where the message ends. And you are able to reply. You know, as you've received many a message from Dredovic before, just for various things, so you know you can respond.
Are you sure you didn't just deny it? But yeah, I'll check on him.
I'll say she reaches out again with another spell after a few moments, and she says, I don't want to say the words, but I've tried to reach out to those that are no longer among the living, and I have gotten a similar response. I fear for his life. And that's where it ends.
Well, that sucks.
Are we all awake?
Yes.
You're all awake, and you can have separate rooms,
What
same
sucks?
room, whatever you want.
I'm in your room, Felix.
Different room because I came home.
Why
I
are
came
you
home
knock?
super late? Got my own room.
Knock. Vita, I've told you before, you gotta, like, I live in the woods and I even know this. You gotta knock before you enter a closed door. There's someone in it.
I'll do it next time. What are you?
Yeah,
what are
you said that before,
with
too.
Comedic timing, you hear a knock at your door.
Yes, come in.
I open the door. Good morning.
Hi.
And
My mentor might be dead or in danger, apparently.
you have a mentor?
Yeah, had.
Had. Let's hope it's not had.
Do you
Well,
care
no,
about
he's
that?
not my mentor anymore, but I do care about that. it's a lot.
Right.
I just woke up.
Me too.
It's a lot
Sorry,
to
I
process.
Me too.
had a log.
What do you mean,
night so far.
anyway?
No, didn't make much progress with Kusasum. He let on that he knew about the crystals. I tried to reel him in by oh, has Felix not told you?
No, because they were asleep by
I
the
just
time I went to
woke
bed.
Vita, you
Okay,
get a good night's sleep then.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I need to use the
I slept about
restroom again.
12
My
hours.
stomach is upset, so I need to
You
use
go
the
for it.
restroom. But I like explained to everybody like what happened, and I catch
Yes.
them all up to speed.
Sounds good.
A
Please
pink
continue.
guy named Mana. You guys should have called me in.
Let's while we wait for Felix to finish waking up, let me go grab John. I go over another door where the innkeep told me the big armored man went, and I knock on the door.
I just it opens instantly.
Go.
Good morning.
I kind of like jolt. Good morning, John.
Wait, actually, you knock and then you just hear as he runs across the floor, runs over, and then
Scary.
good morning.
So
wow.
we've had a couple of discoveries we were going to go chat about.
I had a
And
discovery myself.
oh,
What?
I have to fight in the funnel.
what makes you say that? And I say we're still at the door right now. I have
said
something.
that yesterday.
Wait, sorry. I have something I want to show. I went alone unless you like followed me, and I have something I want to show just John. So I'm alone with him right now. Unless you followed me, Vita.
I definitely followed you, but I'll
Okay, then
just
don't worry
walk
about it.
away.
No, don't worry about it. No, you're good. Don't worry. That wouldn't happen in real life. You're good. You can stay.
It would. If you told me to walk away, he'll just walk
But I
away.
didn't. I didn't.
Alright.
I wouldn't do that.
Alright. Well, then I'm here.
Why do you have to fight in the funnel?
I just gotta. I wasn't.
Hmm.
If I wasn't sure yesterday, I thought I was, but now I'm 100%.
I'll see you there.
All right.
And I was gonna say, as we're kind of walking back to the room with Felix, I pull out the survivor card. I was surprised just how much this man looks like you in the armor.
Well, see, the thing about that is armor looks very much like the same.
I like to imagine that it looks like specifically your armor.
Let me look over it again.
Turner's a little bit of a longer face, but
John wears a no. John wears a bassinet with the hound, like the protruding kind of beak helmet, and then he doesn't wear anything else besides like a chain shirt. The rest of it's like all leather or just black wool.
I don't see armor that much, so it all feels kind of samey to me.
His standard is yellow. Oh, the profiler. Wow. From, boys wear blue to this. Yeah, all nights look the same, I guess. Okay.
Well, that's a gross mischaracterization of what I said.
Okay.
That's a bastardization of my words. Let's make that clear enough.
I think we should go
the
to this guy's
microaggression
house.
was there, man. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's whose house?
I think we should wait for Alex to finish pissing while I go piss.
Okay.
All right, John. Well,
I also can't play for much longer.
yeah, we'll be ending after this conversation.
John.
Well, what?
I'm really glad you're gonna do Funnel Mania.
Are you
worried, honestly?
Why?
I don't know if I can beat them all by myself.
Well, it is a battle royale, so eventually we're gonna have to fight each other.
I don't think we will.
Okay.
You can't make us.
What's that?
If we get,
I read this.
If we get to the end and we just stop, what are they gonna do?
I imagine they'll probably keep sending guys in until they beat one of us. Sometimes there was a tournament I saw where somebody tried to do that. They threatened to eat berries and kill themselves at the very end. But the person, like the president of this organization, didn't like that, and he was gonna call it off, but instead what they did is they just kept throwing bears into the arena until it killed one of the people. So
I've never heard of that, but that sounds crazy. I still don't know if I can use any of my spells or anything, but
no.
I have like a really insane one that I've been saving for. I think Funnel Mania would be the perfect time to unleash it.
Yeah, I don't know if spells are allowed there. They probably are. It's, do whatever it takes to win.
Just don't be afraid if you're seeing double, all right?
Well, I've already seen Felix, so
Alright.
okay. Now we got two of these, so.
I feel like John could double kill you so easy.
I didn't say double on me.
Double of what?
Wait, this is like you're like the third person in the group to do this, because Turlon does their mirror thing all the time, and then Felix is also a double person.
Well, he said there's not two of him. It's two of something else. That's unique. I think. I don't know
How is
exactly
Felix
what
a
he's
double
doing.
person?
His dream.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, you weren't awake for that.
Oh, the
I
dream.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Felix turned into a ghost.
Okay,
like a specter, and there were two of them at the same time.
I can do
was
something
weird.
that's somewhat different than both of those.
Okay.
And it's really crazy.
Somewhat different.
Well, I've been working on a new move. If I find some punk in the street today, I can show you what I've been working on.
Alright. I think we should go to that pink guy's house and just test it out on him.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
I mean, we're hunting these crystals, and he's dressed up in pink and has a bunch of pink crystals. We should just go take them from him.
Why? There's more crystals.
Oh yeah.
And why are the carriers always like color coordinated with it?
I don't know.
The sky is pink What do the pink crystals do?
I think
Green
we're really
rocks
good at
you.
acrobatics. Seems
Okay.
like.
The pink one makes you.
I think he said it just makes him feel good.
It makes him feel good. Should I try one?
We could do it before Final
We
Mania
have
and
to
see
get
if we're
one
better.
first.
Oh,
So
we don't have one.
no, we don't. I tried to get one but couldn't.
Let's just go there and rough that guy up and take him. I think.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Do you want to wait for Alex before we do anything else?
Felix's stomach is upset, so telepathically communicates to you all. I mean, we're going to be ending the session here. I think is a good place to end it. With
Okay,
you all-
valid.
with you all potentially going to rough up this pink cloak guy in the morning, but I will
See what
say
Felix
as a
says when he feels
reminder.
better.
I'll say as a reminder that today is the meeting of the Purple People, the Banished Revenants, at noon.
Oh, true.
That's happening. And then you all
Yep.
in the afternoon are planning to go to Sylvie's school. Lots of things to do. Perhaps you all have to go to the funnel to sign up for Funnel Mania, which is happening from
2
these
days?
2 days. Yeah, from this new day is happening in 2 days. Yes.
Yeah.
And I will also say that, Vita, as you wake up, the stone in your eye socket is starting to get kind of uncomfortable. Like,
Ew.
it is just kind of, like, it's starting to, like, always be noticeably hurting.
Take that thing out.
Do you take
Take
it out?
that thing out.
Do you take it out?
And yeah, take it out. It
Okay.
hurts all the time.
Yeah, as soon as you try and take out the stone, it kind of breaks into like 3 pieces in your hand. Like this sphere shape. It's like now it just these 3 pieces. You can see the inside of it is just this solid just gray color, like the outside of it. It's just kind of this crumbly stone, and if you like apply any pressure to it, it starts to kind of like crack, almost like, you know, like if you ever had like packed dirt in your hand, and like you can like kind of break it up, and then it kind of crumbles like that. It's like that, but with like this gray kind of texture as you have this stone in your hand that is now broken. It seems to be inert, whatever was in your eye earlier, because this has never happened before.
That's probably bad. But put that in my bag,
Who knows?
Okay.
and I'll ask my orb about it next time.
Yep. Awesome.
Wow.
Then we will end the session there.
No kidding.
Call
Okay.
that
No
one
kidding.
the carnival.
Alright.
Or
No
call it
kidding.
the Madhouse.
Nope.
Ooh.
We are in the Madhouse for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.